Now is one of the best times ever for you as a content creator and even more as a creative conductor to be around and start using these tools to give yourself the freedom you want in your own business, to be an entrepreneur who's creating content, also to be able to create this for your company or your clients. You can do it really well. I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit different video here. You'll notice, those of you that watch regularly will notice, this is not the normal situation where we have it. We're out on the road. Gina and I are traveling around and heading for a presentation I'll be giving to about 125, 150 top senior executives in a major industry. It's their big annual meeting. They've asked me to come in and be the initial keynote speaker. I'm going to talk about some things that I want to share with you right now here on the video that they're going to be able to experience as well. And I'm talking about the tools that you need, the AI tools, how to overcome that overwhelmed feeling, how to get over that, and some science behind it that can help you, and the right tools. I want to give you specific, I'm going to name names and give them to you. So you want to stay on this video all the way through, because we're going to give you not only what to do, but some of our personal experience. So right now, we're in a world where things have changed a lot. There's some negatives about AI. Yeah, that's true of any technology. Think about it. I remember when my buddy Og came up with this idea of fire back in the cave. Yeah, he came up with this new technology. Hey, it'll keep you warm. That's really good. Yeah. Hey, you can use it to cook your food. That's good too. Wait a minute though, but it's dangerous too. You can burn the whole thing down. Well, at least burn out the cave, you know, that kind of thing. Well, you get the idea. Every technology has had both good and bad. AI is the same way. So we're aware of what's going on. We want to recognize that, not put our head in the sand. Yes, be aware of the data centers and the things going on. But we have the opportunity right now to get ahead, and you, me, as content creators can do a lot, and even more than just content creators creating content, trying to learn this tool and that tool. I want to show you a way that we can get around that, because really our world has changed enormously. We hear that a lot throughout the centuries. We say, okay, AI has changed, or this has changed, or this new technology has changed. And true, it did. Gutenberg press, it changed the world. The automobile, yes, changed the world. Electricity, yep, changed the world. And now, guess what? We're looking at AI, which has changed your world as well, because AI now is giving us the ability to get a lot more done in ways that we hadn't even thought possible. Are there really good opportunities? Oh, you bet, in many different ways. And we talk about it, and you look at it, our world has changed in some pretty dramatic ways. You look at the world of medicine, for instance. Lots of great opportunities are there with medicine that we didn't see before. Had an experience just a few weeks ago. We were talking with one of the doctors that we met there, went to Harvard Medical School. He was coming to the Harvard Club. We got a chance to see him, and he was talking about ways that they had just today pulled out his phone. He said, look at this, Terry. And he showed me a picture of a heart. And I said, okay, that's good, doc, but I don't know. We didn't study a lot of medicine when I went to business school. But I looked at what he showed me, and he said, this right here, this heart had some problems that we couldn't see. I showed 6 other surgeons who were tops in their line what was going on. They thought everything was okay, but the AI told us there was something here on whatever medical term he used and told me about it. That was pretty amazing. They did the operation, saved the man's life. AI is doing that. We're seeing it changing in many ways what's going on. Also in education. Think about it right now. You can get the training you need on whatever topic it might be and bring in some of the very best tutors in the world that are alive now or no longer with us. You can bring those in, not just for kids, but kids of all ages, as we say. And the professions embracing it a lot as well. We're seeing, for instance, in the law, they can do the research now as never before to find out what's going on and where it's happening. You and I have that in many different areas. And also, I'm going to be talking about pest control and what's available there, how they can use that there. And there's ways that we can see major changes going on in each of these areas. But one of the things that I've heard over and over from clients that I've worked with and from audiences where I'm speaking to them, and they're talking about feeling overwhelmed. I know what you're talking about. It's overwhelming, and there's a way that you can overcome overwhelmed. Being able to do that. Matter of fact, that was what I talked about in my very first TEDx speech. You got a chance to see that. But what it is, it's something that is there. There's a way that you can stay ahead of the game. And I want to share this with you right now. What you can do instead of that frustration of, what am I going to do? The right mindset and the right tools are going to help you. How to deal with this and how you can deal with the AI overwhelm. I think it was said very well many, many years ago, not even about AI, but about how to overcome something by a very wise man, a professor at the New York University named Clay Shirky. And Clay Shirky is a man who said this: the problem is not information overload. The problem is filter failure. Write that down. That's important, because this is something that Clay said it was true back then, still true for us today, because we know that right now we feel, I can't do this thing because I'm just so swamped with everything going on. Well, there's a way to do it with the right mindset. And I want to give you a key that's going to help you on this and on many other areas too as we get going forward. As we're moving forward into it, you're going to be able to start looking at how it can really help you. Because when you think about it, we've got some opportunities right now as never before. The opportunities are where you can get world-class experts right there on your phone. Just pick up your phone and talk to them, getting help on this ideas. I found that the voice capability really gives us a lot of capability. Being able to talk back and forth. I was just doing that with a group out in Texas a little while ago, and talking to them in their industry. I like to go in and study the industries of what people are doing. And they were telling me they had this and this problem and some others. And I said, yeah, it's true. Let's ask that AI about that. What do you mean? Watch. And I just talked to it with the voice. And as many of us know, you can get that back and forth. I said, but what about the such and such problem? It was big in their industry. They all kind of perked up and thought, oh, what's Terry talking about now? And then I said this and this, and it came back with exactly what was going on in their industry. They're in Texas at that time. They were looking at that thing, this is amazing. And then someone said, yeah, but that's pretty obvious. We know that already. And I go, that's exactly right. You've just confirmed that this machine knows what it's talking about. Now we go to the next and more in-depth, more prickly question. And I hit them with some of the things I've been doing my research on their industry. And they go, oh, yeah, that is a big issue right now. What are we doing about that? And I said, let's hear what it has to say. And it gave us ideas with specifics they could use. Out come the pens, and they're writing it down, all this, getting answers they need. This is what we've got today, because again, you're dealing with world-class experts that are there to help you and can give you the information that you need when you need it. This is a really good time for you and me to be around, but we've got to handle it the right way. And what it's going to take? Well, it's going to take a new way of thinking. That new way of thinking is going to be how, instead of it looking at things from a point of view we had before, oh no, what am I going to do? I can't do it, not. You're going to move from no way to not yet. Moving to a place where you can say, all right, I might not know how to do this right now, but it's a way that I can find out how to do it by looking at a sound principle. That principle comes from a wonderful lady named Carol Dweck. She is a professor out at Stanford and a psychologist. And she talks about two kinds of mindset. One is a growth mindset, which says, you know, we realize that happened, but what can we learn from that? How can we get ahead? The other mentality that too many people have is a fixed mindset. Oh gee, this terrible thing happened. That's just like me. I can't do this. I don't understand technology. I don't know how to do this. I can't do that. I'm no psychologist, but what Dr. Dweck says is it gets us, and other psychologists too, gets you in a spiral going downward. Thinking, I can't do this, I can't do that, woe is me, everything's bad. And your brain can really do a number on you. You don't want that. Instead, the growth mindset is not Pollyanna. It says, wait a minute, bad thing happened. That's happened before, hasn't it? Yeah. What can I learn from this? What can I learn to get over it and get ahead? And that is a key. Matter of fact, I'm going to share something with you. I hadn't thought I'd do this. I was going to go ahead and do it anyway. Bare my soul. You can see we're out on the road right now. We're moving around. Gina and I are here, and we're going to be doing some things. So we're putting things together. I just went through and did the entire recording for this video. Those of you who are content creators know what it's like. And something went wrong with the mic. And I thought, oh man, actually I was thinking of a few more colorful military terms, but we'll leave it at that for right now. Oh, what am I going to do? And I thought, let me go ahead and we got to redo it. This is what we professionals do. We do this, that when we got to make it happen, we get in there and we make it work. We can say, I can't do it yet, but I will figure it out. I'll take the courses. I will read the books. I'll go to the University of YouTube, putting that in air quotes. We're going to go to a real university, a real class, get real tutors, real coaches, whatever it is you need to know. If others have done this and it's reasonable that you could do it, hey, go for it. We can do this. So it's a way of thinking. we got another person, another psychologist and professor over on the other side of the country, Angela Duckworth, talks about this as well, when she talks about having that new mindset of grit. Being able to say, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to do it no matter what. You know, that tonality, no matter what, I'm going to do it. We're going to make this work. That's what you and I can do. And there's ways you can do it, and then get the right tools, the right AI tools to make that happen. One of the tools I recommend is strongly ChatGPT. ChatGPT was the one back in November 30th, 2022 that came up with their new version of ChatGPT. And we're going, what in the world is that? And it has changed our world. So our salute is off to the folks at OpenAI that have done that and gave us that tool and some others. Now they've gone down, they've gone back and forth, but I love the grit that Sam Altman and their team is demonstrating by getting back in there. I think it's good. I think another one was Gemini. Gemini ties you into the Google ecosystem. It gives you the capability, I'm using it for the research, for creating great graphics, for infographics. You've seen some of the graphics I've done on the work I'm doing with my Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday messages I send out. People are saying how they really like that. It adds a lot of touch to it to make it help them to read it easier and to get through the information, learning a lot that they can use. I like using Gemini for that. And then another tool I would recommend strongly for writing, particularly Claude. Claude is very good for writing, also very good for coding. Now, I'm not a coder, but it is able to take natural English language, English is my native language, English or other languages, and be able to start doing the code itself. This is something I'm getting into right now, and it is amazing. Gina's been doing a little bit more of that. Well, she's the engineer, Georgia Tech Systems and Industrial Engineering engineer, so they really know this kind of stuff, getting into it and really seeing the kind of capabilities that it can do. There's a lot of good with that. So I would recommend those three tools right there. ChatGPT, you want to make sure that you use Gemini and Claude. Now there are others. I use Grok also, G-R-O-K. Grok gives you some capabilities, but then we start getting overwhelmed with too many. Learn what they can do, and then I want you to think of yourself in a way where you can shine and be amazing no matter what. So the question is, how you should think of yourself in the age of AI. I propose that you do something that many people are doing right now that's helping them in a huge way, and that is you see that yourself as a conductor. Think about a conductor for a musical orchestra. That person, she or he, is someone who is directing many others who are real good. Well, I want you to see yourself as directing the AI. The various little bots, the various little tools. You know enough about this one and that one, when to bring them in and when to make one really sparkle. Much like a conductor of an orchestra would say, it's time now for the strings. We need to hear the string instruments. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we want the wind instruments. We want the trumpets coming in here. We want a little bit of that, some French horns over here. And now let's get some percussion over there. Reach over there and do it. What you're going to do is you're going to do that in many different ways, and you're going to be able to conduct it as it should be done and have the orchestra and the audience standing and applauding for you. By the way, geek to geek, I like this. I was able to take Gemini and have it take this picture and turn it into a video like that. I got it on a loop right now, real short, but I want you to think of it just as an, oh, by the way, if you're using this, and by the way, you're catching this on video, then you can start using that and get a lot of good from it and be able to see, okay, there's a lot of good that we can get from these different tools. Don't try to master all of them all at once. Instead, be the conductor that knows what to do, where to bring them in. Right now, we're seeing what is happening in the news. It's the creative conductors are the ones that people are looking for, that companies are looking for, and they're looking for you as someone who can do this to understand it. Get involved with it. We have our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and it's a program that can help many people, does it? And it helps a lot of people for gaining the ideas that they need, what is there, and we've got a great community there. We often say people come for the content that we have, but they hang around for the community, because we have a lot of people there that are helping in many different ways. The kind of ways that you can use that, the kind of tools that are available for you, give you the ability to get things done in a wonderful, productive way, and I would encourage you to take a look at how you can do it. Now, I want to give you a couple of little bonus tools also that can really help you as a content creator. What you want to do is you want to take a look at tools like NotebookLM. It's part of that Gemini link from Google. It gives you the ability to create audios and videos in a unique way for learning and for growth, creating a mind map so you can see in a nutshell what's going on in that content that you load. You load in text files, load in PDF, load in MP3 files, the MP3 audios, the M4A audio files, the MP4 audios, or excuse me, the videos that can do that, all of this together, and it takes it and creates something incredibly beautiful. That is a tool I would like you to consider. Another one would be Gamma, G-A-M-M-A, for those of us who need to create slideshows, need to create PDFs or LinkedIn carousels. That is a great tool to use. And then also strongly recommend Cast Magic. Cast Magic is a tool I use regularly for this tool that we have here. It gives you the ability to take your audio and video and you can create little snippets of what you like. Just say, okay, from this point down to that point. I want to grab that and make it a video of its own and then send that over to some place like YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram or wherever you might want it. Another tool that works like that as well that we love and use regularly is Taja, T-A-J-A, at taja.ai. It gives you the ability to get a lot done, to be able to bring out different elements that you want. It will give you a LinkedIn story, a blog post. It will give you a thread that you could use over there on Threads. You can use many other tools that are available, and even a thumbnail. It can create the thumbnail for you. So there's a lot of tools out there that can help you in many, many different ways, and this is what you need to focus on. And I've got a special treat I want to give you. Since you've been with us here through this video, I want to help you in a way and you can give you the information you need. Go ahead and like this video if you're catching on YouTube. Share this with others because then they are going to love you for sharing this, something that they can use. And be sure and subscribe so you can click that little button there, that little bell. That way when we release some more content, you'll be able to get that right off the right off the get-go, and you'll be able to make that work for you. And here's a special tool that is going to help you and others. This is free to you, no charge whatsoever. It's our AI Tools for Biz.com. AI Tools for Biz, that's the number 4, biz.com. And also you'll see right above here, there's a QR code so you can learn about this and learning about various tools that are available that you can use and start putting into place. So here's the key. Right now, we're in a wonderful time of getting many, many things done, being able to do better than ever before, and you can do that. These tools give you that ability. And matter of fact, we've got another video right here for you that's going to help you to get ahead, looking at what's going on, how you can start using it for you and for your team. I'm Terry Brock, and on behalf of Gina Carr and our team here at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you.